and welcome to the Cat Collective. I'm Nina, I'm the channel for this channel, and let's start. Cynical. Again. I want to take a few of those, just to grab a few this time, which is interesting. I usually don't, but we will see how it goes. Okay. We've got the bee and the flower, and inside a book and a house. Okay, one more. Okay. More. See all the writing? That's okay. Now we got quite a few here. Weary, inspired, stimulated, overwhelmed, interested, loving, free, and cynical. Wow. All the emotions, right? It's just I was inclined, I was just, usually I only pick 5, but now we've got all the emotions here. Okay. Free. This really looks like an idea, doesn't it? It really looks like an idea. I'm so excited now, and wow. It's just, so this is your house, right? Doesn't have to look like it, but can look like it. But it's also representative of your consciousness, where you reside in, basically. And I feel that you have been trying to attract something that would represent an idea with a book. I'm just getting this, also reading, trying to understand something, trying to gather information. There's the emotional support cat, everything on the table today, right? And yes, yeah, okay. Okay, he wants a bit chaos, it's okay. Can you, yes, come here, you cute cat. Okay, so I've got him in my arms. No, he doesn't want to be held. Okay, so this is trying to look for it externally, and I feel that you get some information that might be useful, but it goes the other way around with the attraction. It's chasing versus attracting, and I think you are finally, I want to say finally, attracting something. It could be with all the, let's have a look at all the colors here, and for free. So this is an idea, something that makes you break free from what you are currently experiencing. It's, a house can also become a bit of a prison if you are not happy where you are at. Or, I'm also reminded as, when you're a child and you're being grounded or something like that, it can become a bit of a prison. And I think you want to break free of a situation that feels a bit confining for you. And the cynical is on the table because I think when you are looking for a solution for so long that you are, you become cynical because you just, if you don't find it, then you become cynical because it's just there's no other way, right? Because when you reside in something for too long and you just are not getting a solution, this is the vibe that I'm getting. And it's more about the colors, though, I think, than anything else. And what I find interesting is that the free card has a lot of hearts, 7 actually, and which is a highly spiritual number, but the freedom itself doesn't also look that bright and colorful in comparison to some other cards, which I think is also interesting because one might think that the freedom would be very vibrant. The message here, though, is that you might not even seek to be too free. It's more that you are possibly seeking something to do rather than freedom. Because complete freedom, if you have complete freedom over your time, and nothing to do, that is confining. No purpose, just existing, nothing, to get up for. That's the problem, I think, that was looking for a solution. Otherwise, you could just... Well, I don't think that you're the type of person who likes to just sit around and do nothing. Even though this can be profound too. This card represents meditation. And one might think that you are not doing anything, but you do a lot if you are managing to quiet your mind. So I feel that this freedom, you are looking for something to do that makes you feel like your time is not wasted. And that alone is not particularly free. It's just something that feels better than anything that is a bit... than doing something that you don't see the sense in, or doing something that is against what you like to do, or also doing nothing, right? And with the overwhelmed though, and weary. Okay. I think what the overthinking process is doing... I like the colors though. So what the overthinking process is doing to you in that regard is that you become overly alert. It's like seeing danger where no danger is. Suspecting something where no danger is. It could be because you have too much time. Is that a thing these days? But it could be something like, or you spend too much time doing a certain thing, which would be overthinking. So much so that you get anxious. And overwhelmed though is something that I think is in your life because you are so overwhelmed about not finding a solution that it stresses you out, because you really want to go somewhere else, do something else, do the thing, but you are so overwhelmed that you don't have it, that it becomes a spiral with this, right? Okay. So we've got those. Okay, loving and interested. Yeah, so if you look at this, this looks like a landscape, a little bit like a sunrise or a sunset, the way I would say a sunrise more than a sunset. But this part here also is not completely orange, it's just a bit washed out and white, and it appears to be a bit of a spirit. And when I look at all the colors together, I also feel that this is your inner landscape that consists of everything you like to do, everything you're interested in, and everything you love. And it could be that you're overwhelmed because you don't know how to put it together. If you see those two red blobs, and there's a purple one, smaller one, and it doesn't seem to fit together. Everything you want to do. It's like you want to do everything that interests you, but you don't want to. I think you are searching for something that really fits for you, like a puzzle, right? You are the puzzle piece, or you consist of a million pieces, and you want to put them together in a way that really makes sense. It's quite complicated. If you were someone who was a bit more simple, who only had one specific type of interest, that would be easier. But I think you have a ton of interests that are all somewhat linked, but not really. They don't fit together that well. Or you think it's not fitting together. And then we have got, last card is with gold, so that's lovely. Okay, we have got stimulated and inspired, and I like that this is a bit like, this line is a little bit like here, with those, they look like a few interests, growing from one thing, Well, the main part is that you are the land. I said it's the mixture of the landscape that makes you you. But you, in that case, are the earth. And how would you say that it doesn't fit together when cities are next to each other, or when a city is meeting the ocean, and maybe 20 miles to the left there's nature that meets the ocean, or just a sandy beach, when there are also big rocks that also can lead to the ocean. You know what I mean? It's like the mixture of it makes it unique and beautiful. And how can you put it all together? I feel that there's this big problem here, that you seem to not know how to put it all in your house. You know, it's like, yeah, the furniture doesn't fit together. But sometimes the furniture really looks good when you allow it to be. I personally I'm being reminded of a typical style. So I love secondhand stuff, right? I just love it. Furniture, clothes, everything secondhand, I love it. But I also really like to go to IKEA. Okay, I know it's a, but I love it, and but I also love some other furniture. So I guess I love everything a little bit in that regard, and I also like the mixture in the house. I like the mixture of ages. Also, I love the 70s, so I love those old orange plastic kitchens, even though like that's the irony as well. I'm hesitant towards plastic. You know, I know it's a big topic because of the pollution and everything. And here I am. I have wrapped all my artworks in plastic, which is you know, it's one thing, one side and the other side. You know, it's like pro and con. So what I'm trying to summarize here, by all the furniture examples, is that you can pull it off by having several different sources where you get your stuff from, and then you put it together in a house and it looks nice. It's like putting an old piece of furniture in a room with some modern stuff, and maybe an industrial looking lamp or something like that, and a cool freaky wallpaper from the 70s with retro colors like brown and mustard and green and this dull red. It looks good, okay? So I think that you are getting there somewhere. So you're coming to your solution here. And if you look at all the chaos now, I feel that also, you know, it fits together, doesn't it? It's not I would say it fits together, and also it fits together in its chaos. I always am so self-aware about, or annoyed about, when I put the cards carefully on the table, how it's off. You know, where the cards are not aligned properly, and they are just not in frame the way I like them to be. The thing though is, if you put the cards on a table in one row and you want it to be aligned, you only have one correct way of doing it when you try to make it perfect. So if you look at it now, right, I've aligned the cards and they don't look perfect, and they're like this, right, or here. This is not, but in the chaos though, it feels like the arrangement was, this looks more aligned than what I try to do by aligning the card in the proper way. And I feel that there is a message here for you, that you are trying too hard to make a linear way out of it. The key is for you that everything you do, you just need to put it in one spot. It's like having several different ideas and then just writing it in a book, and then you have the book binding as something that holds it together. But the reality is that you have a ton of other things in the book. A book might not be the right format. Maybe maybe you like more than writing and stuff like that. But it's just an example that the book covers and everything what is in between there. That's what's holding it together. And there's no need to separate things that much, because if you want to, it feels wrong. It feels too linear. And what the beauty about you is that you can put everything together or that everything aligns just beautifully in its chaos. Right? I think it looks much better than trying to make a proper cleaned up version of this reading, I think. And so you are getting the idea. And you are attracting it. It's not that you're chasing it per se. You're just letting it be. It's like what I did. You don't try to align everything perfectly and steer everything and control everything. You allow the chaos, and the chaos shows you the way. Or you allow your joy to find the way. With a furniture store, you just pick the items that you like. If something sparks joy for you, you don't need to think about how it will fit in the end. You just pick it and then put it in your house. And it will fit. It will be your style. It might not be a style that is displayed somewhere in a magazine, but maybe it might be because you have discovered a new style, because it's your personal one and it didn't exist before. A weird mixture of everything. Right? So, and I put this deck today, and I feel that's really interesting as well, because I don't think that it fits visually to my stuff that much. It's just I love it so much. Why discarding it, right? So let's pull a card and see if the message that comes with it is something that fits. Purification, the cat's claw. Well, if that doesn't fit to this channel, I don't know what else does. A cat's claw to the cat collective, that fits perfectly. Purification, okay. So the purification is about finding the essence, right? But I also pulled the book out of its box. So let's see, it's number 25. Which ends up being a 7, and we had a 7 here, didn't we? With the 7 hearts, yeah, in the free card. So I think it fits well, even though visually it's a different style, but it fits well together just by the message. So yeah, it makes sense. So let's see. So the cat's claw, purification. The upright meaning is rewriting the story, connecting to her heritage, belonging, connecting to your origins, DNA purification. And the guidance is cat's claw blesses us with its power to purify our sacred essence, our blood and DNA. Allow its purification powers to help you identify the biological and spiritual patterns passed down from your ancestors that you choose and want freedom from. Whether hereditary illness or intergenerational trauma. Black Panther's medicine aligns with cat's claw, allowing us to face our shadows and dark behaviors with curiosity. Darkness is the place for seeking and finding answers, and for accessing the hidden light of truth. Black Panther teaches us how the journey within is encoded with information for healing. Small-mindedness, shame, disappointment, and unworthiness are all shadowy aspects inside of us, but do not succumb to them. Befriend the silence of the dark void. Channel the mastery embedded deep within your shadows. Don't hold back. Number 77. Yeah, cool. Okay, so while it's a big topic, goes into DNA and everything. I mean, this deck is about plant medicine, so obviously it would say something about it. What I find is interesting is that you know that it was said that you want freedom from some something that you inherited, or some, and I feel that it's most likely a behavior that you want freedom from. If so, with the purification, it could be that this is an old belief system that things have to be in a certain way, and maybe it's also your own belief that you have to be in a certain way, that it doesn't fit together, that something just doesn't fit, right? And then you get the freedom of this by realizing it, by getting a new insight. And it was also mentioning the inner wisdom that you needed to seek. I'm just looking at this, and it's a beautiful, beautiful card. But what I'm noticing are those spirals in on the plant here, and the way that the panther is walking over this, even though it's very psychedelic, I feel, because the panther is a big animal, and I don't think that the panther could in real life walk over those plants like a tree. I don't think that the plants are that big, but I might be wrong. It's just that, again, something that I thought wouldn't fit together fits together in this card. Really, really interesting. Okay. But there's still something that is not being said. There's something that's, there's the speech bubble, and there's the information here. And there's more information that is not being communicated. It could be that you are holding back and not saying something, or that you are also holding back from doing something. Maybe to avoid overwhelm. It's also here, with the book, there's this here, and there's the information that is not being put into the book. It could be with a purification that even though you are, find a way to put certain things together, you still leave some of the things out. It's like not giving all of the information into the book, or in between the book covers. You just, you purify what you do, and you're fine with it. It's also, when you love secondhand stuff, then it could get to a point where you collect too much, and then the house is full of clutter, and even though those are all items that you love, they might just be too much, and then the value of something isn't really there if you put too much on display. I'm just being reminded of those cupboards full of decoration, of figurines and everything. You just don't see a single figurine anymore if your cupboard is full of them. It's like a whole cluttered space of everything, right? And then it's much more orderly if you just put some things back, right? It's like if I would put some cards. Well, a card shines more, the color shines more when you have just one. You see, it gives the reading, like this display, something more refined. Even though everything else was also nice, so it's just that this it just gives it a bit more. It's more clear, like that. And I think that this wants to be looked at as well, that you are finding something within you that combines everything, but you also see that some of the things you thought you wanted to put on display shouldn't be on display because it would be too overwhelming, and you might need to purify your style. If you look at it from furniture or whatnot, you know, it's like curation rather than hoarding, right? So I think that's fitting too. But then also, this looks so beautiful in some ways. I really like the look of everything in order in this box, you know, because it's all just right there. And it's like a bookshelf, isn't it? That's the order of a collection that just looks pretty. Okay, so I feel that there was a lot that needed to be talked about putting some things together. I'm doing it again, trying to sort it, even though it's just, it's better like that. Okay, I still want to wrap it up with an animal. Let's see what we get. A dolphin. Oh, okay, dolphin. So, I got water. Where's water? There. Reading a lot today. Sorry about that. Kind of. Okay. Innately intelligent, healer, light blessings. The gift of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts, as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day, and thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing on the way. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on the way. Okay. When in balance, active healer, strong spiritual practice. When out of balance, underestimates own power to bring into balance like-minded spirits. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, dolphins, you know, they like to play in a group, right? Yeah, that's beautiful. So I feel that clearly there must be something that you are overlooking in your own self-perception, according to this. That you are, when you underestimate what you are doing, it comes down to worthiness, right? And it could be that you are trying to self-cancel a bit too much, where you are not seeing the overall beauty, that how everything fits together. Maybe you want to, with the healing, maybe you want to not do or participate in the healing arts, or in let's say, in the way of, maybe you think you need to be a bit more stoic and not so much of your helpful nature. A little bit more egocentric, maybe because your surroundings are like that. It's like trying to fit in to everybody around you that might be a little bit more selfish, and you are just not that, and you try to be more like your surroundings, but you just don't get there, I feel. And it also could be that you are downplaying what you're saying because you don't see the value of it, because you don't get feedback, or you don't have you don't, yeah, it's difficult. I feel that there's a lot of self-talk involved here that is not very healthy. Um, but the dolphins, you know, they have a very magical way of working with frequencies as well. It's like a dolphin, if you know, that's why the dolphin swim therapies exist, because swimming next to a dolphin is unexplainably healing. It could be that you are just underestimating your own presence too, you know, where you are so magical and healing. Your presence alone is that. It's like just, you know, looking at you, standing next to you is healing. With the colors here and the aura, right? You are just, your waves are just changing the surroundings in a way that you don't perceive because it's just you. And that's why I was supposed to tell you that. So you see that no matter what you do, it will always come with a healing aspect, whether you do it consciously or not. It doesn't matter. This is a part of you, and it could be that you try to deny that part of you, the healing aspect, because you are, maybe you think you are not in, you know, in a position to be an energy like this. We often think that, you know, the most self-critical people are often the ones that are also very healing to be surrounded with. And they don't even see it themselves because they just are swimming in the ocean of criticism, I feel, you know. So I think that's important and wanted to be said. Okay, so let's see who this reading is for. This crazy reading. So, okay. Yes, that's better. Gemini. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, additional info is in the litter box below. And see you next time. Bye.